The BDN Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at Quirk, online at quirkauto.com. The next home experience. Let our experience better yours. Greenway Equipment Sales. In Bangor and Ellsworth, nothing runs like a deer. The BDN Sports Game of the Week is also brought to you by Tradewinds Markets. Fuel up with your local Tradewinds where every gallon you buy helps local cancer care. Dean's Detailing, Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Digital Workshop, online at mainprovideo.com. And by Northeast Driving School, making a difference since 1969. And The Drive, your sports, your teams, your show. Weekdays 4 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. The BDN Sports Game of the Week is a production of Sportsnet Maine.
And welcome back here to MCI. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark from the Bangor Daily News, along with the entire Sportsnet Maine crew as we get set for this Class B matchup here tonight. Again, Oceanside currently in the number 5 spot in the heel point standings at 6-5, roughly 35 tournament points. MCI right now down in the number 9 spot at 7-4. With just over 26 tournament points heading into this ball game. Mariners will be introduced along with the Huskies. And for the Mariners, Trevor Reed, a 6'1 junior in the starting lineup, along with Jack Lombardo, a 5'11 junior for Coach Matt Breen. And number 11 is Cooper Workala. He's a 6'5 junior. Workala. And also in the starting lineup, Michael Norton Jr. Ernie, we remember him from the football field, 6'2 senior. And rounding out the starting lineup for Coach Breen is Josh
Pico.
6'7",
gives them size on the interior.
Yeah, I'd say that. And now for the Huskies starting lineup, Joe Cloutier, along with Owen Williams. He's a sophomore.
Leads the team in scoring at 14 points a game.
Cloutier, a junior. Also in the starting lineup for Coach Josh Tardy is Daniel Garamvolgi.
He's an exchange student from Hungary, averaging about 11 points a game.
Adam Bertrand, of course we know him from the football gridiron as well. And rounding out the starting lineup is Jose Valverde. He is a junior. And we'll take a quick timeout, back with the opening tip here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
Bring it on, bring it on,
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
We are back here at MCI for the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Tonight, a Class B matchup, Oceanside and MCI, just about set to tip it off here. Crowd still filing in. And the ball is up, and the tip is won by MCI. Coming away with the basketball, Owen Williams. Adam Bertrand had it momentarily. Now wild shot put up there. It's no good. A miss by Garam Volge. Rebound down to the Mariners. Bringing it into the front court. Jake Lombardo picks up his dribble on that right wing. Out on top, it's Werkela. Werkela hands it back to Lombardo. Working at the free throw line. Now goes on the left wing to Trevor Reed. Reed tries the baseline. Nothing there. Works it back between the circles. And we got a 5-second violation here against Oceanside. Pretty good D there by the Huskies.
Yeah, all around, coming out in the half-court man-to-man there. Joseph Cloutier with the man-to-man defense against Trevor Reed to force that 5-second violation.
All right, Huskies, their second possession of the ball game. And here's a shot put up from just beyond the free throw line, and it is good. Nailing that one, Owen Williams. First points of the ball game. Now some full court pressure being applied by the Huskies.
Man-to-man, again, full court, half court.
Oceanside going to work. We've got a collision and a man down. It's going to be a Husky. Taking the hit there is Bertrand. He's used to taking some hits.
Yeah, used to delivering some too on the football field. But he is known, according to Josh Tardy and talking with him earlier today, he is the defensive stopper for MCI, particularly in terms of perimeter players, and showed some good quickness there to get in position to draw the player control foul.
Huskies the 2-0 lead here in the early going. Good take there by number 10.
Garam Volge.
Here is Oceanside. Werkela. And Werkela takes it down the left side of the lane, puts up the shot, and it is blocked, but a foul coming here against MCI.
Yeah, Owen Williams there trying to nudge Werkela just that much farther away from the basket. See, here is the drive by Garam Volge there. Nice job of penetrating the defense.
And Oceanside looking for their first bucket. And they pick it up there, Michael Norton Jr., another pretty talented football player. Williams pulls up again from just beyond the free throw line. No good. Huskies almost had that rebound. Jose Montez had it briefly, but Oceanside comes away with it. Here's Werkela going to work. Kicks it into the right corner. Here's a drive along the right side. Shot up and off, no good. The miss there by Norton Jr. And the rebound down to Montez.
Both teams getting pretty good shots, getting close to the basket. Not knocking them all down, though.
And a miss there by the Huskies. Garam Volge cannot hit that one, but an offensive rebound for MCI.
Oceanside also in a man-to-man. Pretty good front court size for both teams in this game. Pico at 6'7", and Montez about the same for MCI.
Bertrand looks inside, the kick out, and Williams has got a three. Good ball movement there by MCI.
Yeah, again, Garam Volge there on the baseline. Looked like he probably could have turned and taken a two, but rather than that, one-timed it back out to Williams for the three-pointer.
All right, Oceanside trailing it by 5. They go inside. Here's a fall-away jumper in the lane, and it is good. Norton Jr. picks up 2 more.
Yeah, and MCI has to be careful defensively because Norton Jr. can get hot in a hurry. He's had some big games offensively throughout his high school career.
Cloutier for the Huskies. Near corner, shot up. That's off the back of the iron. No good. Battle for the rebound. Montez will save it in, but it's going to be picked up by Oceanside. Pushing it up the right side is Lombardo. Pulls up and hits.
Yeah, Lombardo, a good perimeter shooter and one of several Oceanside players that have some pretty significant experience off their 2 years in Class A that preceded this year back in Class B. They won the Class A North title in 2016, made it back to the championship game a year ago. So some pretty good experience out there for the Mariners, and that's why the 6-5 record a little frustrating at this point of the season.
Loose ball. It's going to go across the end line. It's going to be off the Huskies. Ball lost there by Garam Volji.
Yeah, this is a pass inside, a one-time back by Garam Volji to Owen Williams, and Williams with a three-pointer looking like a layup.
7-6. MCI with the lead here in the early going, about halfway through this first quarter. Mariners with it. Here's Workala surveying the situation, looking inside. There's Norton Jr., a collision, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Kind of dropped that shoulder.
Doesn't take much in this day and age of high school basketball, at least in the state of Maine, where the play becomes player control. And that time, as you said, Norton, a physical presence near the basket, certainly based on his outstanding football season, and dropped that shoulder just enough. Doesn't know his own strength and wound up drawing his first foul of the game.
Huskies with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Screen there by Montez, looking for the pick and roll. They go out to Bertrand at the top of the circle. Can't get the shot to go. Montez came away with the rebound, but in the process, did he nudge somebody there?
He did. He's been flirting with that a couple of times. He's pretty aggressive going to the offensive boards and uses his size typically to go over the top of an opposing player who's trying to box him out. But that time, not so much over the top, but through with the body. And he picked up, I believe, his first foul of the game as well.
Matthew Glidden into the ball game. Here's a drive by Norton Jr. A little floater up, rolls off, no good. Montez the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Gets it into the front court. Now trying to go to work. We got some new players in for Oceanside as well. Scoop shot is up and down. So Montez got the rebound, brought it up himself, and ends up with 2 points. Nobody else touched the basketball there.
It's pretty impressive in Class B North to have a guy 6'6", 6'7" that can do that.
Leo Reed, a senior for Oceanside, into the ball game. Missed shot, loose ball. And this time it's going to be off MCI, so it'll be Oceanside basketball. Here's that move by Montez.
Started at half court after he settled, came around to the right side of the lane, scooped it up. Again, pretty impressive for a post player at this level.
Got Amos Anderson in the ballgame. He's a 6'4" junior. Here's Workla trying a three. That is no good, a little too strong. Rebound, but the pass out is going to be a backcourt violation. Lombardo was retreating to get back at the defensive end. Received the pass from the offensive rebound, but it's illegal, Ernie.
Yeah, good work by number 15, Jack Freeman, to get that rebound. Did the right thing, but as you mentioned, Lombardo in more of a defensive frame of mind, and he got back too far beyond the half-court stripe.
Reed for Oceanside, trying to keep Montez away from the basket. He's going to pick up the personal here.
You'll see a little bit of old-school kind of low-post action with MCI with Montez. He leads the team in assists, and a lot of that's because they try to work ball reversals and get the ball into the post and let him draw the defense to him before he kicks the ball back out.
Hayden Caldwell into the ball game for Coach Josh Tardy. He's got the basketball now, working that left side. Gets it out top to Glidden. Here's a drive by number 10. That's Garam Volji again. Can't get it go down, but he's still fighting for that loose ball. And we got a tie up here. Garam Volji very active here.
Yeah, very active. Got some unorthodox scoop shots going to the basket. That time missed a shot and kept at it, trying to get the offensive rebound. And while he didn't come up with it cleanly, he was able to force the alternating possession at least.
Now the pressure being applied by MCI. Bringing it up for Oceanside is Lombardo. Goes between the legs a couple of times. He's picked up by Caldwell. Hands it off to Workla. Workla down the lane. And he gets pushed from behind. That foul's going to go against Matthew Glidden.
Talked a moment ago about Montez and his versatility. Cooper Workla for Oceanside, a junior at 6'4", considered one of the more versatile players of that height in Eastern Maine, regardless of class. He's a face-up player and showed his ability to penetrate into the lane right there.
Lombardo out of the ball game for Oceanside for the first time here tonight. Workla looking for a teammate. In the near corner, gets it to Anderson. Now out top it is Reed. Reed spinning, hands it back to Workla. Workla looking for some space, drives right side, puts it up off the window, too hard, and the rebound down to MCI. Now you spoke directly with the PA announcer here tonight, Mr. Stackpole.
I did.
Number 32 for MCI, I want to hear it.
32.
Inside they go to Montez, and as he was backing in, he has his pocket pick there. Taking the ball away is Jack Freeman, and now Oceanside is going to give it right back.
Vasa?
Yep.
Vovodic. V-O-V-O-D-I-C. Vovodic. Vasa is short for his actual real first name.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. They're looking for Vovodic, but on the near side, the shot is put up. A left-handed shot. It's no good. A miss there by Glidden. Here comes Oceanside. They trail it by 3. Anderson goes inside. Freeman in the middle of the lane kicks it out right corner. Anderson shot no good. Weak side rebound. The shot is up and off, no good. Vovodic with the rebound for MCI. A couple of decent opportunities here in recent possessions for Oceanside, and able to cash in, still stuck on 6. Let's see if the Huskies go for the final shot. That is not the strategy here. And another collision, 2 bodies down, and the foul is going to go against Oceanside. And the Mariner fans are not happy about it.
Good penetration there of the lane by Williams. Dad played at Colby College, Clint Williams. Sister Addie was a key on their state championship field hockey team this fall, and he's just a sophomore, but is emerging as one of the better young players in the KVAC, and that time just used his strength to get to the free throw line.
And he gets the first of 2. Montez will take a quick break here with just over 16 seconds left to go. Also checking out is Leo Reed, the senior for Oceanside.
Yeah, Oceanside getting some offense back in with Norton. In particular for that last 16.2 seconds.
Second free throw is good. There's the Owen sign across the way there.
Yeah, the momentum is rising among the MCI fan base. Starting to prove it to them.
All right, 15 seconds to work with here for the Mariners. Workla just now getting into the front court. Clock down to 6 now. Got to get things going, a long ways away from the basket, and a foul here against MCI.
Yeah, Glidden with the body just being a little bit too aggressive, that far away from the basket, hard to miss. And TJ Halliday, the official, certainly didn't miss that one.
Freeman is out. Back into the ball game is Lombardo. Trevor Reed gets it into Lombardo. 2 seconds left. Still not looking at the hoop, and they're not going to get a shot off. Not great execution down the stretch there, Ernie. Things were kind of in slow motion for Oceanside, and they mustered just 6 points here in this first quarter. After 8 minutes, it is the MCI Huskies 11, Oceanside 6 on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
Underway here in the second quarter. MCI with the basketball. They have a 5-point lead. Montez tries to flip a pass along the baseline. A little careless there by the big guy. Oceanside, the takeaway. Workala, the push, takes it all the way to the rim. Scoop shot, no good. Comes in from out of bounds, gets it back, puts up another shot. That's no good. And a third attempt there by Workala goes down. And finally, Ernie, Oceanside back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, good work there, single-handedly by Cooper Workler to stay with it amid some pretty fierce infighting near the basket.
Owen Williams, right corner for MCI. Skips it left. Here's the drive, and that's up and off, no good. Garam Volji can't get it to go, and it's going to go off the Huskies. So a bit of momentum here for Oceanside as we get things started in the second.
There's Workler with rebound number 1 after he came back in from out of bounds, and there he gets a second offensive rebound of the play. Finally, all the other players on the other side of the court allows him for an open layup.
He just outworked him.
It's certainly what he did. He worked him.
Pico had it briefly, now looking to set a screen for Workala.
I'm not going to give you a lot of credit for that, by the way.
And Workala again, a good take. He's going to draw a foul. He'll be at the line for a pair.
You see his ability at 6'4" to get to the basket against typically either defenders that are bigger and slower than he is, or smaller and while quicker, not quick enough to be able to do much about his height. And he's getting back to the line where he is a very good free throw shooter based on the couple of times I've seen him already this season.
Cooper Workala, just a junior, 6'5", hits the free throw. Makes it a 2-point lead for MCI. Second one is up and good as well. So good start here in quarter number 2 for the Mariners. Bertrand looks inside for Williams. Williams facing up against Pico. Shot is missed, and the big guy certainly changing that shot for Owen Williams. Oceanside a chance to take the lead here. Workala's been busy at the offensive end, goes between the legs, trying to get around Bertrand, and again another collision, and this time it's going to go against Workala. Good job there by Bertrand, standing his ground, staying between Workala and the basket.
You can argue the foul, but he certainly, he certainly forced the issue there because he had 2 defenders in front of him and tried to split them and made contact with both. It's a moving screen there on Vaso Bovadik. Pretty easy call there. He never stopped to set the screen. He kept moving along with the guy he was trying to screen. So turnover on MCI gives the ball back to the Mariners.
6:05 left here in the first half. Pico out high, guarded by Bovadik. Picks up his dribble. Now he's looking for help. Good defense here by the Huskies, and that's going to be a timeout call.
Get the timeout just as the 5-second call was coming, so good timing by Matt Breen to get that timeout.
The BDN Sports Game of the Week brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at Quirk, online at quirkauto.com.
I would say this game is probably being played at MCI's pace with the score 11-10 here midway through the second quarter. The downside for the Huskies is that their big guy Montez on the bench with 2 fouls and unlikely to play the rest of this first half, so an opportunity for Oceanside to continue to build on it scoring the first 4 points of the quarter.
Oceanside almost lost it, gets it back, and now they take a deep breath here in the half court. Down by 1, looking for the lead here, and we got a reach-in foul from behind, and that's going to go against Garam Volji.
And that will be, could be number 7 on the team. It is indeed 7 on MCI, 5 team fouls on Oceanside, so Norton will go to the line for 1-1.
Michael Norton Jr. at the free throw line, trying to get this ball game even, and he is successful. So 11 all here in Pittsfield. Norton dips, fires, second one in and out. Offensive rebound by Pico. Maybe a violation here against Vavotic.
I didn't know if they were going to call that or if they were going to call Pico on the push-off, but the violation certainly occurred first.
And Michael Norton Jr. makes it hurt as he gets a second try there at that second free throw, and he is successful. And Oceanside with a 1-point lead. Here's Garam Volgi. Top to Williams. Williams trying to make a move down the lane. Kicks it out, left corner, 3-ball up and off, no good. Shot missed there by Felix Palencia. And up ahead it goes to Michael Norton Jr., reverse layup. Good action there on the fast break by Oceanside, and Josh Tardy wants to talk it over. He asked for the timeout.
And here comes the nice pass up court, long lead pass to Norton Jr., and he's at his best in the open court there. Used the rim to ward off a defender, went for the reverse layup, and the string of points now is 8 unanswered by Oceanside here in the second quarter.
For the best in John Deere sales and service is Greenway Equipment with locations in Bangor and Ellsworth. Visit them at greenwayequipment.com. Like them on Facebook. Greenway Equipment, nothing runs like a Deere.
You see Oceanside, especially with Montez out of the game, able to control the defensive backboards a little bit better, and with that comes fast break opportunities, and then also getting a few more offensive rebounds, as evidenced by Werkler's 2-rebound play moments ago.
Good cut there by Garam Volgi, but nice recovery defensively by Oceanside. Werkler was waiting for him. Here's Williams, jumper, left baseline, that's off, no good. But the ball is lost out of bounds by Reed for Oceanside, so the Huskies will get another shot here.
Well, you really see the difference without Montez in there, both as a rebounder, as a spacer, and also a facilitator, getting the ball in the low post and looking for teammates either cutting to the basket or beyond the three-point line.
Werkler, well-deserved rest. Williams can't get the three to go. Long rebound. Picked up by Garam Volgi. He's going to take it himself. The shot is blocked by Amos Anderson. Nice job there using the left hand. And it's taken away by the Mariners. Reed looking inside for Norton Jr. A little jump hook. It's going to be off the back of the rim. No good, but Norton fouled in the act there, so he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, here comes Garam Volgi and Amos Anderson swatting the ball away, and actually Pico was there in position to perhaps block the shot as well, then go to the other end, and you see Michael Norton Jr. In one moment finishing off the fast break, and there establishing himself, using his upper body strength in the low post to force his way to the free throw line.
Pico's going to check out. In for Coach Breen is Jack Freeman. Second free throw by Norton Jr. is good. And suddenly it's a 5-point advantage for Oceanside. Low scoring first half, 16-11. It was a fast start by the Huskies, but they have chilled here recently.
Yeah, they've gone 4.5 minutes without a point here.
Valencia gives it to Montez. Montez, free throw line, fall away shot is no good, and Reed the rebound for Oceanside. Gets it off to Lombardo. Lombardo picked up by Williams. Here's Norton Jr. again in the lane. Fall away shot that rolls off, no good. Offensive rebound by Anderson, looking for some space. Gets the shot off, no good. Gets it back, and the putback off glass is good by Amos Anderson.
Well, MCI not doing a very good job on the defensive boards right now, as that's multiple times that Oceanside's got more than one offensive rebound. That time Anderson doing the work and getting rewarded with the basket.
And Oceanside picking up defensively as well, getting around Norton Jr. Nice move there by Garam Volgi, and then he hands it off to Williams, who puts it home.
Yeah, good baseline drive by Garam Volgi, and the defense stayed with Montez, and that allowed Williams to pick up the basket.
Oh, wide open underneath the basket is Norton Jr. Can't let that happen. He picks up an easy 2 points right there.
12 points in the early going for Michael Norton Jr. Nice pass there by Lombardo to set that up.
And a turnover here by MCI, so it's going to be Oceanside basketball.
And there's Anderson. There's the first, after the first offensive rebound, goes up quickly with the second offensive rebound. Didn't give the defense time to contest him and made it work.
Got that offensive rebound with his shoulders squared to the basket. Nice kiss off the window. Second quarter has been owned by Oceanside. What do we got here? Looks like an illegal.
It's going to go against
screen
against number 15 for
Freeman.
You gotta stay set. You can't roll. You've got to stay fully set there in that position. And a lot of times players anticipate where the ball is going next. They want to move a little bit early, and that sets up the turnover and the team control foul.
Joseph Cloutier with it. Nobody picks him up, so he steps into a shot there. It's no good. And in the rebounding action, a foul, a push here against MCI.
It's going to be more free throws as Adam Bertrand commits his first foul. More free throws. This time, Jack Freeman going to the line.
Huskies seem to have lost their aggressiveness here over the last several minutes. Freeman can't hit the free throw. Long rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Anderson, so it'll be Husky basketball.
But you mentioned kind of the hustle, and again, that's what was it, number 12, Anderson, out hustling an MCI player for that rebound. Couldn't gain control, went out of bounds, but not for lack of effort.
Cloutier picked up by Workala as he brings it into the front court. Now they go inside to Montez. Close range shot there. He's got a bucket and one.
That is a post move right there, sir. He got the ball in that low post, wheeled around, went up over the top with a baby hook. That's how you draw him up, and that's what MCI needs more of.
And if you're Oceanside, you want to keep Montez from getting that deep. Cannot complete the three-point play. A foul from behind is going to go against Glidden, as he went up the back of Anderson, I believe. Maybe Freeman had the inside position there. And we walk it to the other end.
That's 3 fouls on Glidden. And Michael Norton Jr. with a big half going here. 4 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line is going to get a chance to add to that 12-point half he's got working.
And the first one is good. BDN Sports Game of the Week, brought to you by Tradewinds Markets. Be sure to fuel up at your local Tradewinds, where every gallon you buy helps local cancer care. Second one good as well. 22-15, Oceanside with the lead. Williams had an open three, thought about it, but pulled it back down. Now the Huskies work it around to the left side. Bertrand, guarded by Norton Jr., a couple of good football players there playing here tonight on the hardwood. Williams, left side, tries to work that baseline again. It's going to be blocked from behind, and it's going to go off Williams.
That's Amos Anderson again with the defensive play along the baseline. A strong move by Williams to get by his defender, but it's that help defense coming from the weak side that winds up making the play. You see Oceanside really going a lot deeper to their bench than MCI too. Makes sense having this being their second game in as many nights.
After the miss on the long shot by Norton Jr., the rebound, the outlet goes to Glidden, but another nice defensive play at this end by Oceanside. Block right there by Workala. Did knock it across the end line, but prevented the easy 2 points, and now MCI will trigger it with Montez. Cloutier gets it in underneath the basket, nothing to do there. MCI works it back outside, and pass is going to be knocked away. It's going to telegraph right there. Hand in the passing lane. Here comes Oceanside. A force there by Lombardo. Hits off the right side of the backboard. Here comes Montez again, bringing it into the front court himself. He's thinking coast to coast, and he's going to travel with it.
That's the
plays with a little flair out there.
Certainly does. You see it in his passing, and he wants to handle the basketball. Coach Josh Tardy up thinking that he got bumped on the play, and that may well have been, but travel is called, and that is turnover number 8 on the Huskies.
Just 1:07 left to go. We got the Next Home Experience halftime report coming up in just moments here. Norton, a no-look wraparound pass intended for Pico, and I guess Glidden for MCI knocked it out of bounds. Very fortunate there for the Mariners.
Yeah, that was kind of a blind pass to nowhere in particular. I mean, there was a player there, but not a high percentage pass.
Jump hook there by Norton Jr. trying to use the glass. Didn't get the shot to go. Picks up the rebound, fires up the 3, and he's got it. We got a whistle away from the shot. And in the rebounding action, looks like it might go against Montez.
Let's see here. There goes the shot. Nothing but net there, and the foul goes against Montez, and that's 3 fouls on him. That was the risk that Josh Taddy took by bringing him back into the game. Kind of needed to. The momentum working all against the Huskies, but now he is, I believe, going to, well, he's not sitting yet, but he has 3 fouls, and he is going to sit the last minute of the half, and his playing time to start the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see how that handles, how that works as Pico hits the free throw, I believe. Yes, he does, and boy, 5-point play opportunity here. Took care of that.
Double-digit advantage for Oceanside. Here's Williams trying to make something happen. Coming from behind is Norton Jr. Knocks it away. It's saved in by Oceanside. Workala surges up the right side. Goes behind the back. Had a man in the corner, Reed. Didn't see him. Now it's Norton Jr. Huskies picking up man-to-man. Norton Jr. gets around Cloutier, takes it to the lane, puts up the shot. Doesn't get the bounce, and finally Cloutier comes away with it. Reed tried to sneak in from behind against him for another steal. Cloutier heard him coming. Now we're down to 15 seconds. And the shot is up and off, no good. And Joe Cloutier with the bucket there. And that's going to do it for the first half of action, as a strong second quarter for Oceanside, and they have a 9-point lead here, Ernie.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game really changed when Montez picked up his second foul and had to sit for several minutes. Just seemed like MCI lost a lot of the momentum that it had. Oceanside was able to work the ball inside, go after the offensive rebounds with great success, and actually, to be honest with you, even though they played last night, you look at the latter stages of the first half, and Oceanside looked like the fresher team, and so they're going into halftime feeling pretty good about themselves, up 9.
All right, coming up next, it is the Next Home Experience halftime report. At Next Home Experience, let our experience better yours. Check them out at nexthomeexperience.com. Halftime report coming up. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
Bring it on, bring it on, 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 on. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, four-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Welcome back to Maine Central Institute, also known as MCI. This is the Next Home Experience halftime report. At Next Home Experience, let our experience better yours. Visit them at nexthomeexperience.com. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark from the Bangor Daily News. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week. MCI hosting Oceanside here tonight in this Class B matchup. And Ernie, let's look at some of the first half highlights here. Good start for the Huskies.
Yeah, tale of two quarters, no doubt. Up 11-6 at the end of the quarter, and there is Garen Volge with one of those drives to the basket, early offense by him. And there's a nice kick-out pass by Garen Volge to Owen Williams for the three-pointer from the left wing, and MCI's out to a 7-2 lead. And finally, we move to the second quarter. Montez on the bench with 2 fouls, and there's Werkler. First rebound, couldn't get it to go. Second offensive rebound, got it to go. Here comes some defense now by the Mariners. A block shot there by Owen Anderson. Amos Anderson, excuse me, to prevent an MCI layup. And here's some action. Michael Norton Jr. grabbing the offensive rebound in the lane, driving back to the three-point line, pulling up with a high-arching shot over a defender, nothing but net, and a foul on the play as well, away from the action. Pico hit 1 of 2 from the line, so a 4-point play, which is about half of the 9-point lead that the Mariners hold here at intermission.
All right, we'll take another timeout. More of the Next Home Experience. Halftime report coming up. We've got stats from Ernie. And coming up next, we're going to take a closer look at these two schools, MCI and Oceanside, here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
Bring it on, bring it on, 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 on. Bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family Tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
Back here at MCI, BDN Sports Game of the Week. 26-17 our score here at the half. The visitors Oceanside with the lead. And let's talk a little further about these two schools. We'll start with Oceanside. Ernie, located in Rockland, Maine.
Relatively new school, merger between Rockland High School and Georges Valley of Thomaston. had a lot of success athletically since the merger, and certainly off to a good start tonight. We mentioned the Class B North Boys Basketball North Boys Basketball Championship just 2 years ago, and a return to the championship game last year. We got several players on this team: Norton, Werkler, Lombardo, Reed. Several players that got good experience on one or two of those championship contending teams, which has been a reason that they are considered in line to contend again this year.
The principal at Oceanside High School is Jennifer Curtis. The athletic director, Molly Bishop. Oceanside graduated its inaugural class in 2012 after being formed from the consolidation of Rockland District High School and Thomason's Georges Valley High School. Now we'll talk about the home team, the home school here tonight, MCI, Maine Central Institute. The headmaster is Christopher Hopkins, and the athletic director is James Leonard. MCI incorporated in 1866, Ernie, enrolls approximately 500 students, comprised of both boarding and day students.
Yeah, certainly, and both of those boarding and day students on display here on the roster, mix of international students and local students. MCI, of course, having a pretty good run here lately athletically. You take last fall, the football team and the field hockey team won state championships, and for the field hockey team, it was the second state title in 3 years. For the football team, it was their second consecutive title, won in Class D 2 years ago, last year, moved up to Class C this year and was able to pull off what I would have to believe is a pretty rare double when you move up in a class and win a second straight state title.
And of course, here at MCI, once a prep school powerhouse, they went 37-0 in 1998. Finished as the #1 ranked team nationally in the USA Today poll. Some notable alumni from the hardwood: Karan Butler, he was the number 10 overall pick in 02, an NBA champion, two-time All-Star, and Sam Cassell, also a longtime NBA player, a graduate from MCI.
Catino Mobley, another one that should be maybe even more familiar to basketball fans than the other two. But there was a time here in the early 90s, in mid-90s, when you would see every big-time coach in major Division I basketball up here in Pittsfield, Maine, looking for the next superstar player, and a lot of times they found him here. There's numerous first-round draft picks that came out of the prep program. It was coached by Paul Pellicani for a while, and then later on by Max Good, who went on to coach at Nevada, Las Vegas, and Loyola Marymount among his several stops.
Ernie, as we get the second half underway, why don't you give us some of the team leaders there in the first half action. Here's Michael Norton, though, first. Little turnaround in the lane off the back iron, no good, and the rebound down to Garen Volge.
Yeah, Norton Jr. led Oceanside in the first half with 17 points and 4 for Werkler. That's the leaders for them.
Garen Volge, a nice take and a foul. He's got a chance for a three-point play. And there's some of that aggressiveness that we saw from Garen Volge and the Huskies early in this one here tonight.
It looked like he went to the basket even harder than he did in the first half, and was rewarded by getting there and not having to face a defender, but have a defender come over from the side and commit the foul. So second basket of the game for Garen Volge. Owen Williams led the way for the Huskies in the first half with 9 points, and Montez had 4 despite the foul trouble that kept him out of the game for most of the second quarter. I think there was a little discussion about who that foul was on, and it wound up going on Cooper Werkler, his second, and now Garen Volge trying to complete the three-point play.
And trying to get the Huskies to the 20 mark, but he cannot convert. Pico the board for Oceanside. Outlets it to Lombardo. Here's Norton Jr. working hard against Bertrand. Now deals it to Pico at the right elbow. Picks up his dribble. Gets it off to Reed. Reed drives the baseline. Got a screen there from Pico. Left the floater short, and it's going to go off MCI. I think it was off the fingertips there of Montez.
It was. I mean, Reed had a chance. He floated that ball up from about 8 feet. Was a little fearful of Montez's height, but if you're Oceanside, I think you might be doing well to try to get Montez to draw his 4th foul.
And Pico, a shot from the left elbow there, bounced off the rim, went high in the air, but straight down through the cylinder. And Oceanside, their first 2 points here in half number 2. Garamvolgi in that left corner. Brings it back out top to Bertrand. Now Williams. Right side, Cloutier. Garamvolgi beyond the arc. Takes it to the lane and puts up the shot. And what do we got here? We got a foul against Oceanside. I think on the floor.
Pretty nice move to the basket there. Did we see a Euro step? Let's see here. That's Pico's shot, and he'll take the shooter's touch off the opposing rim. And
straight down through. Long pass comes into Garamvolgi, directing traffic. Backs it a step near midcourt. Now drives the lane, kick out left corner. Cloutier, left-handed shot. That won't go down. And the rebound to Norton. Michael Norton Jr. into the front court. And looks like we're going to get a foul here against MCI.
That's Adam Bertrand on Pico. Moved him back a little bit. I think he's used to delivering some blows that you mentioned earlier in the game. That time, a little bit too overzealous.
Bardo gives it to Trevor Reed. Reed, lob pass inside, intended for Norton Jr., picked off by Bertrand. Brings it up the left side. Lombardo tried to get him from behind. Now it's Garamvolgi again working that baseline, but that one's going to be rejected out of there. And Pico, and that's going to be a technical foul. A little taunting there from the big guy. Official standing right there. He gave it the old Dikembe Mutombo.
There it is. There's the drive, and there's the rejection by Pico.
That would have been enough. That would have been enough.
Yeah, that was impressive enough, but the
finger wag.
The excitement, a little bit too much exuberance there, and you see kids doing what they see on TV, and it's going to cost Oceanside 2 free throws at least. MCI would have made potential possession anyways with the ball going out of bounds.
9-point lead for the visitors from Oceanside High School. Williams hits the first free throw. These are the technical free shots here. Williams dips and left that one short, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line, 28-20. Our score here at MCI.
Chance, though, for MCI to make this a 3-point play or a 4-point play with a 3-pointer and really get back into this game, as they've cut 1 point off the halftime deficit, but they were down by as many as 11 late in the first half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be off Oceanside. Comes in to Garamvolgi. Kicks it out to Cloutier. Now it's Williams putting up the shot from the left elbow. That one rims out, and the rebound down to Lombardo.
Williams a little unlucky tonight. He's getting himself into good position for shots, but not getting a lot of them to drop.
Norton Jr. thought about the 3, and this time he puts it up, but it will not get the roll. Rebound down to Montez. He flips it out to Cloutier. Now up ahead. It goes to Garamvolgi. Kick out, shot by Bertrand. He nails it.
Yeah, that's a good fast break there. A little dribble penetration by Garamvolgi, and spotted Bertrand over on the right wing, and Bertrand with that left-handed shot, and suddenly it's a 5-point game.
Trying to strike back is Trevor Reed. No good. Garamvolgi, the rebound goes behind the back. Now works it back out on the right side. Cloutier picks up his dribble, gets it off to Garamvolgi. And a bit of a run here by the Huskies. They trail it by just 5. There's that good execution by the Huskies in their last possession.
And there's the long 3 by Adam Bertrand, and now Montez is going to go to the line as he's fouled by Leo Reed, as MCI attacking the basket here, have their big man back in the game and trying to make the most of it here. Chance to cut this 5-point deficit even further as the foul goes on. Trevor Reed of Oceanside.
Maine hockey in action tonight at the Alphon against UNH. They have a 1-0 lead with 7 minutes left to go in that first period. We're celebrating the 40-year anniversary of Alfond Arena. Montez unable to hit the first attempt. Here is number 2, and that one will eventually go down. So it's now a 4-point deficit for the Huskies.
5 in a row, 5 unanswered points by MCI.
Leo Reed into the ball game for Oceanside. Norton Jr. has been one of the offensive stars here tonight. Nice little dish here to Reed, but he's caught underneath, and he's going to lose the basketball. Got sandwiched there between a couple of Huskies and had the ball go off his fingertips and across the end line.
They tried to run the pick and roll there, but just too much traffic. No passing lane and really no moving lane for Leo Reed, and that goes as a turnover, and the Huskies trying to keep this rally going.
Josh Tardy up at the far end, off to our left. Matt Breen, coach for Oceanside. Both head coaches working hard here tonight. That's going to be a travel against Montez.
Oceanside came with a double team down low defensively, and Montez, instead of looking out to try to find somebody open for the 3, went hard at the basket and committed the turnover.
Mariners have a 4-point lead. They have the basketball halfway through this third quarter, and a shot.
Norton Jr. to post up with really nobody else but his man on him, and he had the physical advantage.
Here's Montez trying to go up and under. Can't get the shot to go down, and one and done for the Huskies.
Nice move. Pretty good move by Montez, everything but the basket.
Now, Norton Jr. picks up his dribble, left elbow. Here's Reed. 3:25 on the clock. He'll fire one up. That's no good. Montez the board. Outlet to Bertrand. He's got his head up the floor, and Josh Tardy wants a timeout. And he had a few words there for the official. His team trailing it by 6 here in the third quarter.
I think Tardy wanted a foul on that last move to the basket by Montez. Trying to work it for the next call, perhaps. And they try to get it down low to him again.
Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, enjoy the ride. Call 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. All right, Huskies with it out of the timeout. Montez holds the ball high. He's guarded by Reed. Now spins around and delivers it to Williams. Williams looking for a screen. Now Owen to the left elbow. Thought about the shot. Was up in the air. Dealt it to Bertrand. His left-handed shot rims out. And the rebound down to Reed. And now in the near corner, it is Trevor Reed. Dishes it off to Michael Norton Jr. cutting down the lane. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, Norton, good ball, court coverage, I should say there. Had the ball on the upper right wing, passed it across the court to Reed, then cut to the basket, and Reed saw him and made the nice pass.
So Oceanside has responded here, but talking about a response, it comes from Garam Volge. He drains the 3 from the left corner.
MCI hanging around here.
Now Trevor Reed tries the 3. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound to Garam Volge. Volge asserting himself here in this third quarter, much as he did in the first quarter.
Certainly an energy level there that few players are matching tonight.
Now they look for Montez. He's posting up on that left block. Leo Reed behind him. Doesn't get the ball. Now a lob pass in. And we're going to get a foul
on Leo Reed
from behind.
Block from behind. Reed giving up several inches of height, but looks to be able to match him strength-wise. But he is at a mismatch once the ball gets inside. Trevor Reed tried to come over with the double team, but was too late on that. And that's going to be the third foul on Leo Reed. He'll have a seat on the bench.
Jack Lombardo out as well, along with Leo Reed. Here's Garam Volge trying another 3. It's no good. Long rebound to Williams. Here's one teed up by the Huskies. That is off, no good. The miss there by Hayden Caldwell, but MCI continues to work on the offensive glass.
Long rebounds off the missed three-pointers, paying the Huskies an advantage here. Let's see if they can cash in.
Here's a lob pass to Montez. Montez, a lot of style. He needs to.
Well, and the help defense.
Stronger.
Yeah, he never had a chance there as Trevor Reed came over from behind, from the weak side, and knocked that ball away.
Here's an off-balance shot put up by Williams. No foul there, and the rebound down to Oceanside. Workala, we haven't mentioned his name much recently. And we got a timeout here by Oceanside. 32-27, minute 10 left to go here in the third quarter. The BDN Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Digital Workshop, specializing in video production, including weddings, events, sports, videos for business, and the web. Digital Workshop, simply the best. Check them out at mainprovideo.com. Two teams huddling up here at MCI. Getting late here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned Workala, just 4 points so far. And if you had asked MCI before the game if they'd liked their position with Workala scoring just 4 points late in the third quarter, I think they would say yes. But Michael Norton Jr. has been another story. 21 for the Mariners.
Trevor Reed looks inside for Norton Jr. He turns around. Garamvolgi right there, but Norton Jr. nails the fall-away shot in the lane from about 12 feet.
He can elevate over just about anybody who's trying to guard him, and that was the case there as he went over the top of the defender from the middle of the lane.
Having visions of that football game between Oceanside and Herman in the semifinals. Oceanside winning on the road. Garamvolgi fires up the three. No good. Offensive rebound, Montez, and his shot is in and out. He's having a tough run here. The big guy for MCI looked to have two there, but popped out. Down to the final 20 seconds here in the third quarter. Oceanside trying to add to their 7-point lead. Amos Anderson, left elbow, goes inside of Freeman. Now back to Anderson. He'll tee one up. That is too long. 6 seconds left to go. Hayden Caldwell looking down court's got Cloutier, fakes the three inside the arc. Shot is up and it is good. Good execution there by MCI. They got the rebound with about 6.9 seconds on the clock. They got it up the floor quickly, Ernie, and here's Cloutier. How it ended.
And there's Cloutier, pump fake. Get Workler in the air, then goes by him. Nice left-handed jump shot, nothing but net, and a good way to end the quarter for the Huskies as they narrow the gap to 5.
Like a young Ernie Clark right there. All right, that's going to do it. Through 3 quarters, 34-29, Oceanside with the lead. Back with quarter number 4 here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Back here at MCI, Huskies with the basketball in the lane. Williams is going to travel with it as he met up with the defender there.
I think it was Leo Reed with a pretty good physical defensive presence. Didn't do anything, went straight up in the air, and no place for Williams to go except take an extra step.
All right, we got a good ball game here. Oceanside with a 5-point lead. Michael Norton Jr. has been the star for the Mariners. And now a block. It's going to go against the Huskies. Adam Bertrand talking with one of the officials.
You see Michael Norton Jr., and he does a lot out of spontaneous play. Not necessarily a lot of sets run for him, although there an inbounds pass from Workler made it look easy, but he's a weapon that it's hard to anticipate what he's going to do because everything comes off the flow of the game.
Mariners have their 7-point lead back again. Montez, right side of the lane, spinning, shot up, and it is good, but I think the foul might have been on the floor.
Yeah, that foul, that's a basket at probably the next couple of levels, but not at this level. Some slick, subtle moves around the basket by Montez. Haven't been able to see a ton of them tonight, but you can see that he has them.
Yes. There's Garam Volji backing it out. Now into the corner, left-handed shot. Bertrand, he nails it. Big shot there by Adam Bertrand. Gets his team to within 4. Here comes Oceanside. Norton Jr. again running the floor. Got a nice feed there from Leo Reed. Norton streaking down the middle of the floor, all in one motion, laid it up and in.
Yeah, just a one-man press breaker, right, basically.
And a foul. Looks like this one will go against Norton Jr.
27 now for Norton Jr. 27 of his team's 38. Here comes the 3 from the left corner, from right corner from Adam Bertrand off the feed by Garam Volji. Second three-pointer of the second half by Bertrand.
Bonus time here, and Garam Volji cannot hit the front end. Rebound down to Leo Reed. Michael Norton Jr. into the front court. It's going to be picked up by Montez. A long way from the basket. Collision. Bertrand and Norton Jr. down to the floor. No whistle. Oceanside retains control. Norton Jr. high arching three. Ernie, that almost skimmed the supports here at MCI.
I thought he put it over the first barrel and into the second. A good horse shot there, but it's just his natural jump shot from that area of the court. And he's having himself a night.
Yeah, he's got about 3/4 of his team's points. That one rims out by Montez. He's frustrated by his night. Ball just not falling for the big guy. Workala, left wing, guarded by Owens. Spins around Owen Williams, I should say, and the shot is put up by Workala.
Here comes Norton with a
look at that
raindrop from way downtown.
That did not miss the.
You would think that would be a hard shot to make with the ball's in the air for as long as it is, but I'll tell you what, he's scored in about every way tonight except dunk, and you might see that before we're over as we have a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 41-32, Oceanside with the lead. 5:43 left here in the ball game. BDN Sports Game of the Week brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They've been Maine's leader in driver education since 1969. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to their students. Greater Bangor's #1 is Northeast Driving School. Call 942-1769 or register at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Josh Tardy before the game, or today earlier on an email, talking about keys to the game. He said one of them was, hope this wasn't the night that Norton got going.
Yeah.
I mean, so far they've taken care of everybody else, but Norton with 30 of the 41. Well, MCI has 32 points, and Norton has 30 for Oceanside. So
a couple of different ways of looking at it. Hey, looking forward to our next ball game, Ernie. It's about 10 days away. It's coming up on January 30th, and it's going to be a rematch of a ball game that is happening tomorrow between a couple of the Titans in Class B.
Yeah, going to get a chance to see that game tomorrow as MDI is at Herman. MDI, of course, the defending state champions, just one loss so far this season. The Herman Hawks undefeated at 11-0 and really haven't been tested all that much. They're coming off 2 wins here in the last week or so over Oceanside, won by 20 at Herman a week ago, and then last night defeated the Mariners by 10.
Inside, Norton Jr. fall away. He's got 2 more. Oh, my goodness. What a night for number 21 in blue here at MCI. Williams loops it into Montez, spins, puts up the shot, and it's knocked away. And it's going to be picked up by Workala.
Yeah, right now Oceanside can really choose what it wants to do. It can play its game, or it can work a little clock. Up 11 now, but right there, Trevor Reed with the aggressive drive to the basket and gets rewarded with the foul on Joseph Cloutier. That is just the 4th team foul, it appears, on MCI.
We'll see what happens tomorrow in that game at Herman between the Trojans and the Hawks, but it's always a great atmosphere down there on the island at MDI, and especially when you get 2 quality teams like the Hawks and the Trojans. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Herman number 1 right now in the Class B North, and MDI number 3. So a lot of heel points riding on that in terms of on both games, in terms of determining who's going to come out with that top seed come tournament time.
Worklow looking into the corner. Nothing there for Reed. Now it's Norton Jr. He's picked up by Williams. Norton Jr. drives down the right side of the lane. A shot is up and down. And a foul against Montez. And Norton Jr. a chance here for a 3-point play. Let's look at it again.
He had the rainbow jumper for 3. He had the post-up move for 2. And now drive to the basket from 17 feet for another basket. That's 7 points in a row for the Oceanside senior. And he's made his last 3, 8 shots according to my records. 8 shots in the second half, 6, 17 points in the first half, 18 points in the second half for 35.
And he completes the 3-point play, so it's now a 14-point advantage, and the Huskies give it back to the Mariners. Trevor Reed. And we got a reach-in foul here against Cloutier. So the Huskies have made a couple of runs here to get it close, but now Michael Norton Jr. has been on fire here tonight, and the Mariners exerting their influence once again here late in this one.
I mean, and you really see the versatility about it, because every shot is different by him, and looks like right now that Oceanside's going to look to work the clock a little bit.
Little weave around the 3-point arc. Norton Jr. says, thought he had enough of that, but it ends up in 2 more points for the Mariners. Nice job there by Trevor Reed.
Yeah, what that does, though, that little shuffle out top, is it creates open space near the basket as the defense has to go further away from the basket to contest the ball handlers, and Reed wound up capitalizing on that.
Here's Montez, and he gets 2 there. Assist to is it Cloutier or Williams?
That was Williams.
Williams with the assist there. Once again, a 14-point lead for Oceanside. Adam Bertrand getting set to come back into the ball game.
The Oceanside with 4 ball handlers out there when you think about Reed and Lombardo, and then Workler at 6'4", again able to handle the ball as well as anyone. And of course, Michael Norton Jr., once he gets the ball, can ball handle it all the way to the rim.
Catch the Drive weekdays 4 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. The Drive, your sports, your teams, your show. A lot to talk about on the Drive this afternoon with the injury.
Yeah, what do you
think? To what
think?
extent, we don't know, to the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady.
I guess the consensus at this point is some sort of cut on the knuckle that required 4 stitches. Somewhere between that and a broken fibula, I guess. The mysterious glove today during the press conference.
That'll be all the rage. Everybody will be showing up to their pressers with gloves on.
I was surprised Mark Paulette wasn't wearing gloves to the game tonight, to be perfectly honest with you.
He's feeling a little bit better about things. He was a little downtrodden earlier today with some of the rumors.
Thank God Brian Hoyer's on the bench, you know?
That's right. We got Hoyer. 50-34. Scoreboard and clock. Not the friends of the Huskies right now.
No, MCI is going to try to accelerate the pace here defensively with a little full court pressure.
Bardo working against Caldwell. And a steal here by Bertrand. He's got Cloutier on his left side, puts up the shot in the lane. It rolls off, no good. Good hustle there by Garen Volge, and he'll be unable to make the layup. But Bertrand still at it, puts up the shot, and he's going to get fouled. So Adam Bertrand will be at the line for 2 shots. Good hustle there by MCI.
Yeah, staying with it, trying to fight to the end here, and Bertrand headed to the line.
Adam Bertrand shooting 2.
No dribbles by Bertrand. Nice rotation, but the ball doesn't go down. Bertrand's second free throw, that is short, and into the hands of Werkela. Werkela into the front court, looks up at the scoreboard, checks the clock. Near midcourt, it's Lombardo. He is being harassed by a pair of Huskies, and time called by Matt Breen. BDN Sports Game of the Week, brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at Quirk. They're online at quirkauto.com. Disappointed home crowd right now. Still 2:20 left to go, but Huskies are going to have to get it in gear here quickly. Just looking at the schedules for these two teams. Oceanside, they'll be back at home on Tuesday, playing host to Maranacook. And they've got a couple of home games coming up. After that Maranacook game, it's Mount View at Oceanside before they head to Waterville.
Yeah, the Mount View and Waterville game's not worth a ton of Hale points, but certainly that Maranacook game. Maranacook going into play tonight, 8-3 and ranked 3rd in Class B South. MCI coming off a nice win over them last Friday, and that was their last game. Makes you kind of wonder. You got one team had a week off, and another team's been playing a bunch of games all in a row. And on the one hand, the team that's busy, you would think would be tired, but they've got a rhythm going, and when you go a week without a game at this time of the season, it's pretty unusual, and you wonder how that's affected MCI tonight.
Waterville will be here on Tuesday to take on the Huskies, and then they travel to Belfast next Thursday. And Lombardo picks up 2 there for Oceanside. Bertrand puts up a 3. It's good.
It's 3 threes for Bertrand here in the second half. Boy, this game was 36-32 not that long ago in favor of Oceanside, but 16-5, 16-2 before that three-pointer by Bertrand. And here's Lombardo. Nice drive to the basket. Montez coming over just a little bit late, trying to get the block shot, but yeah, 16-2 run there from late in the third to midway through the fourth quarter, kind of put this game away. As you mentioned earlier, MCI had multiple comeback runs in them, but spent so much energy trying to come back that they never could quite get over the hump.
Danilo Dublovic into the ball game here for MCI. He's a sophomore. Also into the ball game for the Huskies, Felix Palencia. We saw him earlier in this one. And the shot rolls off, no good. Rebound to the Huskies. We have a number 33 here on our roster. Long 3 put up by Bertrand, that's off, no good. Rebound to Anderson, long outlet to Reed, Trevor Reed. Gets it back for Werkela, does Trevor. Oceanside once again trying to chew a little clock here. Got the big lead, 16. And Michael Norton Jr., a rare miss for him here tonight.
I think he was going for the dunk on that one.
That would have been the cherry on top.
Never really got it above the waist before it was deflected away, but Trevor Reed there to grab the rebound and earn his way to the free throw line.
2 shots for Trevor.
I think Norton was saying, geez, I've done everything else, but I don't think I've come up with a play of the game yet. So what am I going to do? And He's not going to get the chance anymore. He's going to have to sit down, but
he really has
35 points.
Save for the dunk. Just made
done everything.
Every shot.
He really has.
Followaways, threes, drives, scoops, hooks. Now Trevor Reed out of the ball game. Coming in for Oceanside, Brent Stark, making his first appearance here tonight. Also into the ball game, Elliot Lucier. Jack Freeman out there along with Leo Reed. And Amos Anderson. And there's Felix Palencia.
Nice spin move. Pretty nice spin move in the lane. Yeah, this is a win that Oceanside kind of needed. They just needed to, as we mentioned several times before, a very difficult schedule here over the last 7 or 8 days and nothing to show for it. And finally, they get a win and a point-worthy win as MCI with 7 wins, 7-4 coming into the game. So they'll drop to 7-5, and they're going to win some more games. They're going to be in the mix probably for that late home playoff game that goes to the 6, 7, and 8 seeds in Class B North.
Both teams will be 7-5 after this game here tonight, and a drive there, and again, bodies on the floor. Leo Reed is down, and it's going to be a charge, and it's going to go against Dublovic. Leo Reed out of the ball game. Silas Miller coming in for the Mariners. And the Mariners
are just content to run the clock at this point, but MCI is going to stay aggressive on the defensive end.
Has the ball between his legs, trying to find a teammate, but he's going to have it taken away by Amos Anderson, who was towering over him. And the final 9 seconds of the ball game ticking away here on the Huskies as they will fall to the Oceanside Mariners. Final score here tonight, the Mariners 55, the Huskies 39. Both teams now 7-5. We'll be back with a post-game report here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back here to MCI. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark, our entire Sportsnet Maine crew. As we head into the post-game reports, we're going to get some highlights here, some stats from Ernie as well. And let's go to the highlight reel here first. MCI got off to a pretty good start here tonight, Ernie, but some good defense by Oceanside helped turn things around.
Josh Pico with a block there. Michael Norton Jr. with a step-back rainbow for 3 there. Three his 35, and then an even higher arching shot from the left of the key for another three. Those were the 2 threes that Norton had this time in the low post. Again, the high arching shot. Defender was not going to have a chance there. And these are 3 consecutive possessions. This third possession here, a drive to the basket. So you had high arching three-pointer, post-up move, drive to the basket. You saw a little bit of it all in just that, probably within about 90 seconds of each other.
And certainly Michael Norton Jr., our player of the game here tonight in this one, as his team improves to 7-5 now. MCI falls to 7-5 as well. All right, we'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back. We'll get you some stats. We'll look ahead to our next ball game as well. Oceanside, the winner here tonight. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com. You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Bring it on, bring it on, 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 on. Bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on, bring it on.
Welcome back to the BDN Sports Game of the Week post-game show. Oceanside a winner here tonight over MCI. Ernie, why don't you give us some of the statistics from tonight's Mariner win?
Yeah, final score 55-39 in favor of Oceanside. Michael Norton Jr. leading the way with 35 points, 17 in the first half, 18 in the second half, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, 2 for 4 from beyond the three-point arc, and overall 5, 8, 10. It was 10 shots made, 2, 4, 5, 8, 13 of 23 from the field. So pretty solid effort all the way around. And the defense was there trying to make plays on him. Couldn't do it. 7 points for Jack Lombardo, 4 each for Trevor Reed, Cooper Werkler, 3 for Josh Pico, and 2 for Amos Anderson for a total of 55 for the MCI Huskies. 10 points for Owen Williams, 9 for Adam Bertrand on 3 3-pointers, 7 apiece for Dan Garamvolgi and Jose Montez, 4 points for Joseph Cloutier, and 2 for Felix Palencia for a total of 39. As you mentioned, both teams now 7-5 on the season.
All right, and we want to take a look ahead to our next BDN Sports Game of the Week. It's going to happen in 11 days. We're going to finish with a flurry. We've got about 4 games in a 2-week period, including a play-in game. Our next ball game, looking forward to this one. Love the venue and love the matchup, Ernie.
Oh, absolutely. Parity Gymnasium, Bunny Parity Gymnasium down on the island, MDI in Bar Harbor, as the Trojans, defending state champions in Class B, will host the top-ranked and undefeated, as of now at least, Herman Hawks. These teams will play in Herman on Saturday. We get the rematch here on the BDN Game of the Week on January the 30th, and by all accounts, it could be a game that will ultimately decide who finishes first in the Class B North Heel Points. Both very good teams. Herman, very talented, very deep. MDI graduated quite a few players off their team from a year ago, but have a nucleus back, a solid defensive team, a leader in Andrew Phelps, the veteran starting point guard, and so should be a great game down on the island with the MDI band playing Jesus Christ Superstar to lead their team out in the court, and the national anthem that sounds maybe a little bit different there than it does in most other gymnasiums. That gym also, the gym floor is very springy, so it's a high energy situation for both teams, and both those games, both the one tomorrow night and the one on the 30th, greatly anticipated, I think, by Eastern Maine basketball fans.
All right, looking forward to it. Ernie, thank you for a job well done here tonight.
My pleasure.
And thanks to the entire Sportsnet Maine BDN Sports Game of the Week crew, directed by Kim Mitchell from Digital Workshop, and ably assisted by Mark Paulette on replays. We've got Amanda Mitchell on the main camera here in the bleachers, and down on the floor, Daniel Tracy, and the bearded one, Aaron Jackson. I'm Jim Churchill saying so long from Maine Central Institute as the Huskies fall to the Oceanside Mariners here tonight. We'll see you again on January 30th. Again, it's Herman at MDI on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
The BDN Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at Quirk, online at quirkauto.com. The next home experience. Let our experience better yours. Greenway Equipment Sales. In Bangor and Ellsworth, nothing runs like a deer. The BDN Sports Game of the Week is also brought to you by Tradewinds Markets. Fuel up at your local Tradewinds where every gallon you buy helps local cancer care. Dean's Detailing, Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Digital Workshop, online at mainprovideo.com. And by Northeast Driving School, making a difference since 1969. And The Drive, your sports, your teams, your show. Weekdays 4 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. The BDN Sports Game of the Week is a production of Sportsnet Maine.